Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss silk insect and the process of obtaining silk from it. The process of rearing and caring of silk insect to obtain silk is called as sericulture. Now, the silk is the strong, shiny, natural fiber. Right? It was discovered by the China about 2700 before Christ. Due to its quality, it is cool during the summer season. It keeps us cool and slightly warm during the winter season. That's why it is used by many of the people. Right? Now, types of silk. Silk basically four of types on the basis of the silkworm, silk insect fed upon. Actually, its larva, caterpillar, it feed upon the leaves of the plant, and leaves of the plant, if fed upon mulberry plant, mulberry leaves, shatut, known as mulberry silk. Oak plant, oak trees, tussar silk, kosa silk, muga silk. So, how many types of silk? Number one, mulberry, yes, tussar, kosa and muga. These are the four kinds of the silk. Out of these, mulberry silk is the best silk. It is also produced in our India, which is the largest producing silk state in India. The largest silk producing state is the Karnataka. Which one? Karnataka. In case of the worldwide level, global level, who is the largest producer of the silk? China. Second largest, of course, India. Now look, life cycle of the silkworm. Actually, silk insect is like a moth. Moth, you know well, there are two kinds of the animals. Insects, butterfly, it lives during the morning time. It active during the daytime. One another animal, insects like this, which active during night, known as moth. You know, light ke kide, moth. These are known as moth. Now, the moth lay eggs, hundred of the eggs. It lay hundred of the eggs on the mulberry leaves. After some time, the egg hatching occur. Egg hatches. When egg hatching takes place, a larva comes out, emerge a larva, and this larva is known as caterpillar larva. Caterpillar larva is voracious feeder. Voracious feeder means it continuously eating. It is voracious feeder. And now, after some time, it stops the feeding and it turns its body like a shape of the 8, and it turns its body and convert into and start to secrete saliva. It has salivary glands. How many salivary glands it has? 2. One pair of the salivary glands. How salivary glands we have? Yes. How salivary glands we have? 3 pair, means 6. But this larva having how many salivary glands? Only 1 pair. Right? Now these salivary glands start to secrete saliva. This saliva covers entire its body. This saliva covers entire its body, and by coming in contact with the air, it dries up. It dried up, and now it become a hard coating. Now this hard coating containing larva, now it is called as cocoon. What we call it? Cocoon. Now in this cocoon, rest of the life, the larva changes into pupa, and now there are many stages. But after coming into a stage of the pupa, it starts to secrete a special material which to dissolve the cocoon, to dissolve the hard covering, it secrete a material. Pupa later on develop into adult insect. This is the life cycle of silk insect. Got it? Now look, how can we obtain silk from the cocoon? In this process, the first insects, silk insect, what is its scientific name? Bombyx mori. What is its scientific name? Bombyx mori. And it lay eggs, 100 of the egg, about 2000 to 2500 eggs lays its entire life. Now, after laying the eggs on the leaves, mulberry leaves, the egg hatching takes place. For egg hatching, 25 degrees Celsius temperature and 80% humidity is required. For more and more egg hatching, we want more and more egg hatching to obtain more and more cocoon. Now, after egg hatching, caterpillar larva comes out and it starts to feed. It is voracious feeder, दिन रात खाता रहता है, and it will feed about 20 to 35 days. After 25 to 35 days, 20 to 35 days, the caterpillar larva change its shape, it stop the feeding, and it start to secrete saliva from its salivary glands and cover entire its body. By coming in contact with this salivary material, coming in contact with air, it become hard and this structure become the cocoon. Now there are a number of cocoons are there. Now later on there are a number of stages, life stages takes place inside the cocoon. But to obtain the silk, we stifle. Stifle means kill. We kill the pupa in the cocoon stage. Now the cocoon boiled in the water, and from the cocoon we obtain the silk. Now the process of obtaining silk fiber, silk filaments from the cocoon, we need to reeling it, and this occur in 2 steps. In first step, the cocoon are boiled in 95 to 97 degrees Celsius temperature for 10 to 15 minutes, so that the protein that is present over the silk, it get dissolved and loose, becomes soft, and it start to reeling over here. Now later on, the in second step, cook the silk from the cocoon is reeled by using the machine in hot water. This is the and after when we obtain the silk fiber, later on we start to make the silk yarn for making the silk fabrics. The thread which is wound around a reel is known as raw silk.